further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. Carson the 1st down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
47-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
A gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
New York.
Here's Gallman. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Giants nothing.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jones. He's got Lewis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
6 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Jones on 1st and 10. He sets up the screen to Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Giants 7, Seahawks 3. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Giants 7. Michael Dixon.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Giants.
Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Jones, complete. This is Lewis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Gallman will run it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones sets up the screen to Lewis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Giants.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
12-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. This is Penny. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now Gallman. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
New York.
Wayne Gallman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. On first down, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, it's Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Throwing is Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor. He doesn't want that interception to stand. That maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second. I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Gallman, and obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. A give to Jones. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 3, second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And the Giants.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down, Giants.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
Good tackle there by Jaron Reed, the former second-round pick out of Alabama. And that's why he was drafted, but he's really shown an excellent ability to rush the passer as well.
From the 38, Jones. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. It's caught. Shepard. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down. And now here's a carry heading left. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The give is to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Again, the ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them and put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jordan Brooks picks it off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Trey Flowers. Jones pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. O'Shane Zimenez. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
That's the end.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We saw earlier today, this one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And that one results in 35 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Carson. And now look at him go. And he he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards on the ground.
11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Giants 24, Seahawks 17. Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Carson. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On 3rd down, Carson, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Throwing now is Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll run on first down. Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On the stop.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Wilson, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Wilson tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Wilson's
Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
at their own 9-yard line.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
They
put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.